All right, here we go with our second to last Manitowoc crawler mount load chart, or your LBC. As always, we're going to go ahead and get started here. We'll go with the ones that we already know. Uh, let's see if I can move this a little bit here so we can see this a little better. So we know we've got our configurations, crawlers extended. We've already got that up here. I just went ahead and preemptively put that up there. We have 179,000 pounds of counterweight and 44,000 pounds on the lower. I believe those things are always going to stay the same, as well as the line pull, 29,500 pounds. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. We got 100 in our, for our main boom, or our main boom length is going to be 150. So we'll go ahead and put that up here. 50 foot. And then we go down here to main boom angle. We don't have a main boom angle on this one. Next one will be our radius, be 110 foot. Okay. And then gantry raise, it's not a deduction. Uh, Others, NA. So we'll move over here to the jib, and we'll figure out what the question's asking. Calculate the maximum net load using tip to height, rounded to the nearest whole number. So that doesn't really tell us anything. We'll go ahead and we'll figure this out for ourselves. So. But what does tell us if we're using that jib or not, because we need to find out before we add the jib if it's a deduction or not. It tells us the ball is 860 pounds and it's one part of line 10 foot below the tip. So that tells me that we are not using the jib and we are using the block and ball. So we can automatically, we'll go ahead uh, and write deductions for that extension is going to be at a 30-foot extension, 2,700 pounds. 2,700. Go ahead and move this up here a little bit. And, whoop, nope, we need to, sorry, put that in the wrong spot. Move it down here to extensions. Alright, now the next one's going to be offsets 5 degrees. That's not going to matter because we already have it in. We already have it accounted for as a deduction, so we don't need to write we don't need to write the length of it, and we don't need to write the degrees. So we've got next one's going to be our block, and that's going to be 2175, 2,175 for our block. And then, like I said, do our little thing here, /x4, because we have 4 parts in line. I always try to, see what happened there, x4, there we go. Tells me I have 4 parts of line, just like we do with the other ones. And then our next one, we have our ball. Our ball is 860 pounds. 860 pounds. And it has 1 part of line. 1 PAR, 1 part. And then 10 below. Tells me it's 1 part, 10 below, 10 foot below the tip. And we got that. So now our next one is going to be our rigging. We have 165 pounds of rigging. And now we can go ahead and we can automatically mark our auxiliary line because we know we have 10 pounds below the tip. So 10 times 2 is 20 because it's 2 pounds a foot. That's 20. Now, we need to figure out our main line deduction. We know we have 4 parts of line. That'll be 2 times 2. So we'll do 8 times the tip height because there is 4 parts of line and it's 2 pounds a foot. So we'll go down here. We're going to find our main boom length of 150 feet. We're going to zoom in here a little bit. See if we can scroll over. Just zoom in so you guys can see that a little better. We have so say up here we have 110 foot of radius, 150 foot of main boom. So we're at 150 foot of main boom with 110 foot radius, and this is the chart we're going to be working on. So Up at the top it says crawlers retracted, crawlers extended. We are crawlers extended. So this is going to be our gross capacity. So we'll go ahead and put our gross capacity in. That's a quick and easy one. That's 35,500. 35,500. And we have a tip height of 115.2. Boom point elevation is 115.2. So we're going to round that down to the nearest whole number. That's going to be 115 feet. That is going to be our boom point. 15 feet. Alright, so now we can figure out what our mainline deduction is going to be. So we'll do 115 times 2 equals 230. So that's going to give us that's going to give us our poundage right there, our 2 pounds a foot. So we're going to times that by 4. That's going to give us a total deduction of 920 pounds. So we're going to have an extra 920 pounds of line hanging underneath that tip. Alright, now that we have all of our deductions, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deductions, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deductions. So we have the right amount, the correct amount of deductions. So we'll go ahead and add them up. 2,700 is our extension plus 2,175 for our block plus 860 for our ball plus 165 for rigging plus 20 for our auxiliary line plus 920 for our main line equals 6,840 pounds. Go ahead and put that down here just because this is what I do. You may not have to do you may not want to do this, but this is how I do it and it works the best for me. Put it there, and I also like to put it here, 6,840. Alright, so 6,840, so we'll do 35,500 pounds minus 6,840 is going to give us a total net capacity of 28,660. Now we'll go down here, we'll see what our options are. And there it is, 28,660 pounds. That is going to be our net calculation. So we'll move on to the final chart on this PowerPoint for our lattice boom. And good luck.